Well, it's been a couple of weeks or more since I've been working on this one. I need to start getting back into it, otherwise you lose interest if you leave things sitting on the shelf too long. So obviously this is going to be my base. I haven't just winging it along the way. It's what I feel will be right. I'll probably do like a dried out creek or riverbed, maybe with a little bit of water here and there, and then I'm going to build up the terrain around it. I'm thinking a couple of raised areas just with some old foam. When I put I'll mix up plaster Paris, sand, and a bit of dirt or something maybe with white glue and water, and mix it up and make the base, the earth part of it, and then come in and add on top of that all the trees and everything, plants I've been making. So I've done the tracks, the metal tracks. I've put them in, just did them in burnishing fluid. This is the first time I've ever used the product, and well, of course it is, because I've never used metal tracks before, but I'm still going to rust them up with the other Ammo MIG products, the rust gear. So I've been printing some more things, 3D printing up for the scene. I'm going to put, I've printed up a Malaysian tapir, or tapir, however you say it. Again, this is just a rough. I've built up old mate photographer. I've just put him together. I got to do filling and clean up seam lines and that, yeah, sort of to get an idea of how I want to lay out the landscape. And also print up a binturong, or binturang, whatever you say, the bear cat. I've got to clean him up a bit. He's a bit tight on the log, but he's sleeping, so I'm going to have him maybe down the back of the tank. I won't use that. I'll cut off the tree stump and put it into my earth base rather than using that one, because it won't match my scenery, what I'm doing. And I'm going to look at doing some more, might try and find some bird files. I've seen a few that might look okay, different ones, just put them in the trees, or a couple sitting on the tank, just liven it all up, just see where I end up. It's a bit of fun, this one. I've never done anything like this, so I'm enjoying the thought process so far. It's whether how I can pull it all off or not. Okay, so I've laid down some paint on the tank. I've been messing around on the underside again with some of the rust product. I was just trying this one again. I prefer this one to the other ones I tried. Where are they? I did the several types, and I don't like, I think that was the number 2 reactor, is it called? Where is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the type 2 rust reactor. That's more of an oxidized looked, not rust, or a type of rust, but not steel rust. I think that was type 1. Sorry, no, that was type 1. I did this 2-3 weeks ago now, so I forget. Yeah. Yeah. So that was more, I tried that with, what was it? One of these, I can't remember, and then, again, I don't remember now. It was one of them, so I'm going to have to experiment with them again to see if I want to use them or not. I'm just pretty happy with just the basic, the powder and water one. But so I've sprayed down a red-brown colour and then lightened it with orange and yellow, and just randomly sprayed over it. Done the wheels. I painted the rubber German grey instead of black to suggest they're a bit faded, and I might have to have an experiment with some oil paint, maybe see if I can make them a bit more faded or something. They don't. I've had a look at, for inspiration obviously, of abandoned tanks, wrecks in jungle, or just abandoned tanks, and one of the images I saw, they still had the rubber on the wheels that didn't deteriorate or come off, so I'm just keeping it on there. So yeah, so now I'll approach it. I'll do the rust under the guard on the side of the hull, then I'll put the wheels on and do the wheels so I can get it all easily. You can see I've added, this was a print. I was doing something else and the other part of the print didn't work, so I thought, oh, I'll just hack that up and whack it in the air and use it on this build. So I had another play with these Euros products. I painted the front end of this tank this time and just applied the powdered oxide on that side, top and bottom. Let that dry off, and that's got a coat of red brown underneath it like the sides did. Then on this side, you can you see it's built up more. I used the rust oxide patina. It's sort of like a paste, so I guess it's more so for making like a heavy rust. And I did put the type 1 on that patch there, but I can't see any different to it. And on this side, I just put the type 1 liquid fluid over that, so it does look different to that, but not a lot. I mean, I don't know, I think I'm doing what they say, but some of it looks alright, but some of it, when I look on their YouTube channel, it don't match what I'm doing, but it's probably just me. So this is still drying, so I've done under the guard and the side of the hull with the powdered oxide only. So that's the one you mix in the water, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then I used a bigger brush and I just really went heavy on it, but it's still drying. But that's what I did on the underside, same method. So you can see when it does dry, it will be more rusty looking. And I'm thinking when that's dry, all good, then I might do some of this just in patches, not everywhere, to suggest that some areas are rusting more, getting like flakes and so forth. So this is going to be a pretty big, or not big, but long process. You can't do it all at once. Well, I don't think you can anyway. I'm going to do one side, let it dry, but also for the fact that to see how it turns out, because I've never done it before, I want to make sure that it's what I want. I've started, just while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm making up some trees. This is all 3D printed. I think I showed way back. There's a bit of, I could clean these up better than I probably will. There's bits of that filament, but I'm thinking, you know, a palm tree, they got string fronds and that hanging off them everywhere anyway, so I might just go with it and leave it. When it's all painted up, it might look better. We'll see how I go. Because of the tops of the leaves, I've got some putty there, 2-part epoxy putty, just to make like a top of a tree. So I roll up a ball, sat on top, and I got this blade, and I've just run it along just to rough it up to make it look more natural, so to speak, instead of just a round blob. And I've made up a banana tree. I still need to clean up a couple of little leaves there. So I'm really happy with that. They look good. And like I said, I bought the file, so if I ever want to do, or if I want to change sizes on this diorama, I can, or future builds, I have the file. Yeah, I cleaned up old mate, old Sleepy Binturong, and he's. I still got to clean up that, cut that off. I was just doing or you'll see on the, if you look for this video, I did a picture of a layout of where I'm heading. So that still looks like it's probably going to take another couple of hours for it dries up properly. I did go pretty heavy with it, so I'll see how that turns out. But this is fun. I really like, it's something different, and that's always fun, trying something different.